Hello ladies and gents and welcome back to FTRL for round 8 of season 15 for the F1 division. As you can see, we're at Kota for the American Grand Prix, and you're blessed with my dulcet tones. You're gonna deal with me for the next hour or so, sorry, I guess. As you can see, usually I am a jinx, and whenever Lee jinxes someone, it's mainly because I taught him how to. So some people are in trouble tonight. So we'll see. I got known for jinxing because I always jinxed Lee. So let's hope I can get him once or twice tonight. I hope I can. Because why not? If you can jinx Lee, you gotta jinx Lee. We've also got Catamuse to jinx. So that'll definitely be one of my targets tonight. I don't think I'll need to jinx him per se. He'll just do it on his own. But let's see. You never know. You never know. You don't have to jinx for that matter. He'll do it himself. But looking pretty good. Well, lads getting out on their outlaps. Some are still in the pit. A couple are actually on a proper lap. There's been an incident. Oh no, they're just letting everyone through together. To turn the volume down because I am blowing out my eardrums with this volume on my headset. I haven't used it for like 3 months. So it should be pretty interesting because I haven't got a clue what this championship is like. Because I haven't really paid much attention to the F1 game in general for quite a while. Objectively, the game's good with all the career stuff, but I haven't been feeling it. Well, obviously, I've been summoned, and yeah, hi. Just a shame Pagani's not in Div2 because I would progressively jinx him as much as I could tonight. But you can't have everything, unfortunately. Some lads are still out on the laps. I believe Max was the first one to start a lap, and he won't be the first one to post a lap because he's invalidated his time, unfortunately. So let's see, who's the furthest one through the lap? Who's on a lap? Possibly Catamese, I don't know. Might be Catamese, so I'll hang on board with him. It's just come through that awkward double left-hander. Very easy to mesh the line up there. It's also actually pretty good at overtaking opportunity if you get close into the hairpin and the following 2 corners. But Catamese, I've jinxed him already. He's invalidated his time, so we haven't got a time on the board just yet. I don't think Cat is going to change that. He's just started a lap. So let's see. A couple of lads on a lap. We've got Max here, he's invalidated his next lap as well. I think that might just be down to the fact of where he invalidated it. I'm not quite sure. Unfortunate for him, but we've got Trap who's set a 30.8 and AJ in the AlphaTauri has set a 33.4. So there's a bit of a difference so far, but these are just the opening laps of quali. Still got another 13 minutes to go. So there's plenty of time for the lads to get a few laps in. We'll get some details up, eh? Do the tyres, the fastest lap, that's all good. Go on board with Bread, aka Hovis. Which car is he in? He's in the Red Bull. It's saying that's Lee. Right, I am getting confused. There we go. Bread. It is Williams. He's just started a lap, so we'll see how he goes. We know he's been pretty decent on other games. I'm not gonna say Dirt Rally because he might have punted me into a second Joker lap a week or so ago, but he's just invalidated his time, unfortunately. It's a bit frustrating for him, I suppose. Got another lap time on the board. Next is Cats with a 31.628. KC Bernard has posted a 32.1 as well. We've got the McLaren of Zombies at 31.8 as well, just 2 tenths behind W11. Using P3 with a 31.6. Actually, he's only 700th of a tenth 700 behind Nix's Cats. Brutus just posted a 31.247. There's some fairly decent lap times going on the boards right now. A fair few of the lads are in the pits, about 8 of them I'd say. 7 in the pits. A couple are on their out laps. All the rest are either on an in lap or a qualifying lap. Brutus is just invalidated. Nexus is also invalidated. Now the Mercedes here, he hasn't invalidated. I still think he is attacking, going for 2 laps in a row. The tyre's going to be a little worn, or he could just be rushing back to the pits for whatever reason. He's got plenty of time, so I don't think it'll be that reason. So we'll stick on board them, see what he can do. He's running very low on his battery though. As soon as you do hit 10%, the battery does start to, he's invalidated. Second to last corner, it's quite unfortunate. Putting all the legwork throughout the lap and then 2 corners to go and then it's all gone. It's quite unfortunate. Probably a little frustrating, but hey, you can get on a new set of tyres. Go for a quicker one. Can't complain. Got Junkie in the McLaren. He said the 31.7 as well. Say as well, he's the only one who's done a 31.7, he's done a 31.7. Looking like a fairly decent lap so far. He is still going for, actually, no he's not. His battery is on 0. So he's not going for it, he's on an in lap. His push laps and his in laps look pretty much the same. AJ is on an out lap. Captain Chubbs has retired from the set. I don't know if he's actually left retired or if he's just lagged out. So it could be several different things. I am none the wiser. Lee Cowell down in 18th with his teammate Dan Morris. They both haven't set a lap time just yet. We have Blue Flag. He hasn't set a lap out. There's quite a few people that haven't set a lap. I mean, I know it's only 9 minutes. We've got 9 minutes to go, but still, I'd have expected a fair few more laps to have gone out. Because we're halfway through quali. Normally it's an short quali, it's in 18 minutes. And we've only got 9 left. So you need to get a move on. Because it's start messing laps up, they're costing themselves a fair bit of time. It's like a quarter of the session. And you've got to trundle back around to try and not use too much fuel, not use too much battery. Otherwise you're going to ruin your next lap if you decide not to pit. And what has Rom gone and done? He's just invalidated this time. Proving my point exactly. It's just invalidating a time. It just doesn't make your life easy. It makes it a fair bit harder because you've wasted a minute or 2. So we shall see. We shall see. Katmi has set the fastest second sector, unfortunately. So he's looking good on this quali lap. Normally he runs quite a low front wing, so that could be a reason for his pace in the second sector. So we'll see how he goes through the third sector. He's looking good. He's using as much as the track as he can get away with. His battery just runs out on the entry to the final corner, but I don't think it'll have too much of an effect. He sets a 31.173. Not too bad for losing your battery a couple corners to go. Only 3/10 of the fastest lap time there is. And he's still got plenty of time to go. So we shall see what he can do. So as Kyron heads into the pits, he almost hits the barrier on his way in. Katami has invalidated his next lap as well. Was that his next lap? I believe it was his next lap. We have Brutus, he's on an out lap. So his time won't be putting up on the board. He's got quite a bit of battery. He's also got a Ferrari right behind him as well. So the Ferrari might be trying to close up in the first sector to sneak a toe on the back straight. That'll be Oscar. He's popped into the pits. So Junkie Sport also on an outlap. Into the third sector, he's definitely pushing on his outlap, I think. So he's just getting a little rearward on the exit. So we shall see how he does. I believe he's transitioned to no assists. So we shall see. He's doing good nonetheless. Got a decent P7 in qualifying so far. He's still got some time to improve on that. Lee Cole's currently 12th with a 32.8. I expected it to be quite a bit higher. Lee Cole, aka Iron Thumb. Go on boards with him for a bit. He's actually on a lap, but he's invalidated it. Lee, what are you doing? So he's got plenty of battery, and I believe he's got enough fuel to make a second lap, so we shall see. Yeah, I'm not too sure. He might pit in for another set of tyres as he gets a little slidey. We'll see. We'll stay on board with him. We'll see what goes on. Because he's got that much battery, he might as well go for it. But no, he's in the pits. Be a new set of tyres. I'm not sure he's got enough fuel. I think they just chucked in enough fuel for just an out lap, a proper lap and an in lap. So 3 laps. It's probably as much as they have got. Oscar on his out lap. Any of the guys up near the top of the audience? Let's see. Ron. He's on a proper lap. He's on a fresh set of soft compound tyres. He's currently sitting in 6th on a 31.5. There's always the chance of making that lap time a little smaller, so we'll see what he can do. He has a bit of a lock up. Won't help him. Cole in the chat, I swear if we get another wet race this season, I'll be turning the rain off. I don't think Lee likes the wet because it's a higher chance of spinning, and he does that enough in the dry. So I think it'd be quite fitting that with me coming to do commentary that it's going to end up being a wet race. I kind of hope it is a wet race now, just to see Lee cry, because why not? It's always fun watching Lee suffer, as I think many of you and Pagani will share that same sentiment. I think it's mostly universal. Got W11, he's on an in lap, I believe. Oh, he's on an actual lap. So let's see what he can do. Just a little shy of that apex in the final corner, that can cost you a bit of time. I don't believe he's improved all that much. So it's currently a Mercedes 2 and 3. Somehow a Ferrari in 2020 is on provisional pole. Well, I say 2020, it's 2021 now. I'm getting mixed up with my dates. I've been writing the date down today as it's December 21. I had to remind myself it's January 21. Got another Mercedes coming off the pits. That will be Kyron. We're looking to do his final qualifying lap. As is Katami. No, Katami is still in the pits. I don't have to saw them coming out for a minute. But it will be a mad dash of everyone getting out the pits. They'll be doing 2 laps of fuel because you won't have to have an in lap. You'll just be crossing the line, and then the AI will be taking over the car. So you can get it nice and light, nice fresh tyres. Track's all gripped in and you're more used to it. So I expect to see lap times dropping as long as they don't invalidate them and push them too hard. Nicole on his out lap, just behind his teammate. A little close, needs to get himself a bit of a gap. He just doesn't want to get that dirty here, or ends up closing up to his teammate in the first sector if something happens to him, to his teammate. So he's getting himself a nice big gap. That's what you want. Gives you some breathing room. We've got Oscar on his qualifying lap. He's just a bit outside the DRS range of who I believe to be Junkie. No, it's Zombie. So Oscar just outside the slipstream of Zombie, then the McLaren. So he can't quite benefit from that slipstream on the straight, but he does go a little deep into the hairpin. I don't know how much that will affect. Never mind, he's for some reason he's got his ERS turned off. I don't know if that's the graphic being weird or if he's doing 2 laps, because it's not showing he's on an outlap for some reason. Or if this is his second lap on this tyre, it's quite strange. I don't really know what's going on here. Okay, he's pitting in with 45 seconds to go. That's very much unexpected. Now Kyron, who I believe is on his lap, has got the ERS turned on. I believe 2 is the hot lap. It's changed the ERS on this game. I haven't played for a while, so I'm not fully used to the numbers, but I'll get there. I'll survive. I'll survive. We've also got Catamese on and out lap. I think pretty much everyone who's not in the pits or has done several laps on the tyres will be on a push lap. Let's see. Well, then Matt's just starting a qualifying lap. So it should all be interesting. Lee Cole has jumped up to 11th from 15th. So Lee Cole's got the golden seat. He's mid-pack, just outside the top 10. He gets a fresh set of tyres. But hopefully he might not need a fresh set of dry tyres because it'll be raining. He's got Dan Morris, who's coming on. Dan Morris was provisionally on pole for a moment, but Kyron has come in and set a 30.4 and has taken the pole position so far. You never know, Catamese might come out with some. He was fastest in the second sector, so I wouldn't count him out exactly. And we all know he's got good pace when he decides to. But he's running out of ERS at that second to last corner. I don't think it's the same for everyone. But it really is going to affect him, especially in the quality times, because he's consistently been 3/10 off a pole. I wouldn't exactly be surprised if running out of the ERS that final corner probably has a big factor to play in that. But it looks like your qualifying order is all set. We have, okay, no, it is not. It's now set. Batman has gone into 11th. Zombie in 12th to push the league hold down to 13th with Blue Flag in 14th. AJ is also in 16th. The rest have already retired throughout the session, so they didn't put a time in qualifying. So that should be your qualifying over in just a moment as Dan Morris heads into the pits. And the AI takes control of all the other cars. And we shall be ready to go to race in just a bit. Now I expect there's going to be quite a few penalties, especially with that first sector. It's very easy to cut a corner, even just slightly or massively. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't expect many people, if anyone, to get through the race without a penalty, but we'll go through the standings. We've got Kyron in the Mercedes on pole with a 1:30.4. We've got Dan Morris in second, just over a tenth behind, with Brutus in third. Catamese fourth, with Oscar fifth, closely followed by W11 on the third row. You've got KC Bernard in seventh, with Nexus Cats in P8. Ron Elson and Junkie Sport rounding out your top 10. We've also got Mattman in 11th with Zombie in 12th. Lee Collin 13th with Blue Flag 14th. Agent Panda 15th, AJ 16th, Bread, Max and somebody else in final 3 spots. Yes! Called it! Oh, poor Lee. Poor Lee. Oh, I love life. Oh. You can't be disappointed, can you? Wet race. Very happy about that. It's going to be pretty interesting. So I expect there's going to be some spins and some bumps. There's going to be Lee crying. Oh, poor fella. You're not going to have another wet race this season. Lee's going to turn the wet weather off now after this. So the predicted strategy, if it's a full race, being a one-stop from lap 14 to the end. A predicted two-stop, I expect, would probably be in the range of maybe lap 10, lap 9, and then do another around lap 18. This is around a 26-lap race, so it would make sense to just do on every third of the race, or there or thereabouts. So it should be a good one to watch tonight. I'm actually quite happy about this. I think for everyone watching, I've blessed us with wet weather, and for everyone racing, I've cursed us with wet weather. So I think getting me on commentary tonight was probably not the best idea for the lads on track, but aye, what can you do? What can you do? These things just happen when I'm around. If anything bad can happen, it happens when I'm here. I must have done something in the past life. We got Kyron currently leading everybody on the formation lap. We've got Dan Morris in that Red Bull looking to make a charge on that race lead. It's actually quite symbolic of the 2020 season. We've had one Mercedes constantly fighting at the front and one Red Bull constantly fighting at the front. I'm not going to say drivers' names, real life drivers' names, but we all know who I mean. We got Brutus in P3. He's got Catamese behind him in P4. He always makes a good start, so we might want to keep an eye on him. We have Oscar in P5 with W11 in 6th. KC in 7th. Next is Katz and Ron Nelson in 8th and 9th. Junkie Sport rounding out your top 10. He is in the gorgeous Papaya McLaren. He's got that hideous Ferrari behind him and that lovely McLaren. Then there's Lee representing Albon in P13, the second Red Bull. Got Blue Flag in 14th, Agent Panda in 15th, his teammate close behind in 16th. Bread is Joderi is in 17th, nice American accent there for you. You're welcome, Joe. Max in 18th and Captain Shobes rounding out 19th. And as per usual, terrible camera angle. There we go. That's somewhat better. We'll live with what we've got. But aye, wait for everybody to line up for the game to reset everything and we shall be ready to go. And we shall be ready to go. No? What's going on? Well then. I think there's a Wii issue, but I can't quite put my finger on it. I think the lights are broke. there's a predicted strategy. What's going on? I'm confused. Yeah, I think the lights are broke. That's the best thing I can come out with. So because KC lagged out, it's messed up with the lights, so they're gonna have to end up restarting the session. So hopefully it should still be a wet race. So we'll all have that sorted out in just a minute. Ah, okay. So Kieran, okay. It looks like Kyron on screen, so I mean, I'm just saying how it looks. Don't blame me, Aaron. We all know I'm Scouse. We all know. I think the new session should be getting sorted out in just a moment. Getting everything fixed up for a new lobby, and we shall go again. Aha! Brilliant! The game's crashed. That's just F1